I'm falling in love with you, and I had no intentions to. I never felt this way before. It's all brand new. Falling in love, yeah. Falling in love. Said I'm falling in love. Falling in love. Said I'm falling in love. In love, 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 love, yeah.
Hello, welcome everyone. Hello there, Minnie the Moosha. Good to see you. Tommy Sticks, thank you for coming. How you doing there, Minnie? Just hold there for a second. I'm just gonna. Here we go. Okay, Minnie, if you start typing, brilliant. Good to see you, Mr. Balding. Thank you for coming. How's things? Kid Rock, always a pleasure. It's good to see you. As I say, I've got no particular topic today. I just want to obviously be able to do this today because I haven't done a live for a while. I was going to do something as a bit of a backup plan, but nevertheless, I'm going to just invite people up and have an open discussion. That people in the chat, this is your show. Excellent. Okay, Tommy, you're still watching the wrestling. Good stuff. How's it going? Is your the person you're championing in there? Good stuff. Hello, Janie. Good to see you. Thank you for coming. This is good. I'm just going to really just want to let people in the chat greet each other, and obviously as well talk to myself. So, as I say, this is going to be an open discussion. It's just really a little bit hang out because I want to be at Skinny's which is 11 o'clock my time, and it's 6 p.m. ET. So I just want to really just chill out and hang out with you guys and girls. Mr. Balding, always a pleasure, sir. So I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to kick this off. I'm going to pop that in the chat. Yeah, right. Okay. We're in the finals in Atlantic City. My friends, kids in the finals, and it's in college. Big Ten wrestling tournament. Excellent. Good, Tommy. Well, best of luck to your friend's child. So that'll be good. I'm going to drop that in there. And you know what? I'm going to go even as far as to pin it. Okay. So, Kid Rock, if you're in there and you want to jump up, sir, or anybody else, Tommy, you might even want to pop up and give us an update on the wrestling on your day. That would be good. As I say, this is just an open forum, just so that I don't want to get rusty. Good stuff. So, yeah, I haven't been about for a little while. For a couple of weeks, I've been really busy, but it's good to see you all. Yeah, no problem, Kid Rock. Good stuff. So yeah, as I say, so Tommy's at the wrestling, and we've seen a few people hopefully flying about, but I think we've got MREs on tomorrow, so it'll be good to see you. We'll all go over there. I am really looking forward to meet some of you guys soon. As I say, it's going to be, well, beginning of April when I go out to America. I'm really looking forward to it. As I say now, I've been part of, well, it's probably over a year now, part of our own little break-off community. And I've been doing lives now since August. I like to try and pick a topic. I'm not really one for chat shows. Hello there, sweet tea. Thank you for coming. How are you? How's your weekend been? I hope you're enjoying your weekend. Okay, good stuff. So is it Tommy's? Obviously, he's at the wrestling. Is anyone else doing anything good this weekend? Hey, it's my man, Hollywood 210. How you doing, sir? You all good? Good stuff. What are you up to? What's the plans? What's the plans? Gonna have Kid Rock up here. This is, as I say, just a pure hangout, just for an hour. Cooking on the grill. Oh, good stuff. What meats you got on the go? Is it you doing it for a party? Are we invited? Good stuff. Hey, Yankees for life. Good to see you, sir. How are you? How you doing? How's your weekend been? Good. So we're just gonna get things going. Chicken, come on over. Good stuff. Love a bit of chicken. Is it just as long as it's not on the bone? I like a bit of breast. Is it marinated? Be nice to know. Janie, yeah. It's going okay. How are you doing over there? So actually, to be fair, it's been quite hot today, believe it or not. Getting colder at nights, but yeah, I'm just really trying to keep my head down. Just trying to sort myself out. I'm looking forward. I'm looking forward to my trip and meeting some of you. It's really good. Gives me something to look forward to. As I say, I would have been in India now, but I've realised that wasn't going to be the trip for me. Not how things are for me. So getting out and seeing people. Tomorrow we'll be barbecuing. Oh, good stuff. Some lobster and steak. Bit of surf and turf, as we call it. Good. Marinating overnight. Excellent. Okay. Hello there, Teresa. How are you? You all right? Good to see you. There he is, Paulie Donuts. Good to see you. Brilliant. There we go, Teresa. It's always good to see you. Teresa, I'm just going to sort you out now. Okay, I like to do things a bit differently over here, just so I know. Have you ever seen the New York City skyline? No, Tommy, because I went to New York once. I went in December 2017. In fact, I went over there, met a couple of pals over there, and I went to watch Lomachenko fight. And it was like it was snowing. It was good. New York's really good for Christmas. It had you go past down the main street where Rockefeller is, went up the Eiffel Tower, but it was just snowing, so I didn't. Okay, it should be Kid Rock is pinned on the chat. So Tommy, no, actually, the short answer is no. I haven't seen the New York skyline, so I'm looking forward to that. I really am. Okay, good stuff. Kid Rock's going to join me. Can you give me a thumbs up in the chat if you can see the link pinned please? If you can see it pinned at the top of the chat, because I'm kind of looking at a bit of a distance. Hey. Best is actually not bad. No, that's why I'm looking forward to New Jersey. Here we go. Kid Rock's joining us. How you doing, man? I'm really looking forward, Tommy, to that. New Jersey, if you are going sort of in and around New York as opposed to being in Manhattan.
Hey, James, what's up, buddy?
Good to see you, my man.
Yeah, I can't see the chat, but the ones when I came back in, many Yankees for life, Paul and Kaiser, and everyone. I hope everything's well with you. And I can't see the chat because I put the thing in the trunk. I can't. I'm glad. You know what? On the real, I'm glad that shit happened to me a long time ago.
Yeah.
It was just like a relief to me, at least. But I mean, I don't want to get into that, but that's, you know what I mean? And I'm just sticking to like a few. I'm not going jumping head first in all this insanity. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I think I know what you're referring to.
Yeah, right. I mean, I'm not trying to, but I'm just saying vacations are great. Like real vacations or vacations on YouTube, you know what I mean? To me, is great.
This is well, as I say, we've been part of the community really since I actually got up my first time on a panel in January, and I've been in there like the people's shows. Obviously, one of them I don't go in anymore.
Right. Question. Hold on. You talking about a year from January? You started?
Yeah. Well, no, I actually I started from about August last year on my own show. But when I was getting up on the panels and talking to you and other people,
right.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I just wanted. I wasn't sure how long you were, but yeah, you were relatively new.
Yeah, I would say so. Still, what, 8 months?
Oh no, you know what I'm saying. I mean, I was there in this thing for like 4 years.
Yeah,
pretty much. I've been there from the beginning, and but like I said, you're a great guy, man.
No, Andrew, mate. That's why I'm glad. I know that I did want to do something because I know that I thought we'd just come on for an hour. There's going to be, as I say, a lot of people are going to be going over to Skinny's in under 2 hours as well. So,
right.
So yeah, it's good. How you been anyway? So we could talk about open discussion. So
yeah, everything's okay. I had a little bit of the flu, like for like a little bit, but I'm better. But I'm just taking it day by day and everything, and you know that's the way I do it. I can't like be on YouTube 24/7. Those days are over.
No, it's very difficult because the 3 shows that I go in, MRE, I like going in there, but there's no set schedule generally with MRE. I know he does a thing with Rap Trap City, which is good, but because of my time zone, I'm 5 hours in front, so I miss a lot of those shows. when I can as well, like Tommy Stiggs in the morning show, I never get to a wind down just because 7 o'clock in the evening for him is midnight for me. So
Well, see, the thing with me is, I told Tommy a long time ago, I rarely went into his early morning things, because I'm not up.
yeah,
You know what I mean? And the wind downs, I'm there a lot. But
well
during
see,
the thing, the
well
coffee
see,
thing in the morning, too early.
see 7 o'clock in the morning for you guys on the East Coast is midday for me. Now, provided I'm not busy at work, it's perfect for me to get in there. So the morning show suits me a lot better.
Right,
But the 7 o'clock in the evening is midnight. So,
right.
but you get because I suppose you get the better core of people in the evening shows because a lot more people tend to turn up. But that's just how
Right,
it
because
is.
like most of the people are in the States, so it's only an hour or a couple hours difference,
Yeah,
like for the wind downs, and
that's
the ones in the PM. But yeah, right.
absolutely. And then obviously we've got team dues that I go to. When he did his half two in the afternoon, that was like 7:30 for me. So in the evening, so that worked out perfectly as well. But I know he's been doing shows at different time slots recently. But yeah, I mean that worked, and they're the three shows that I mainly go into, and occasionally as well when I get up in the morning, I'll go into Slim. Slim might be on because he likes to do a little
Yeah,
bit of a
long
long.
streams. Right,
Yeah.
right, right.
So that's
So how
pretty
you
much.
been? Everything good? Yeah, because it was crazy. I swear to God, last night I was like looking to see if you're gonna do a show or something because you haven't really posted in a while.
Yeah, so I've just been a bit busy with other things. So it's been, I think it's probably been since February, beginning of February was the last time I did something.
Yeah, because remember you and me with the last of the racetracks, remember?
That's right. Yeah.
And then we had a good show there, and then I think you had a couple like shorts or something in
Yeah. Just
between
a couple
that
of
and now.
shorts, a couple of community
Right.
posts. Yeah.
Yeah, right, right, right.
Well, I don't know. I don't know. It's me. I just think that lately it's not been as vibrant on here. Hello, Delilah. Good to see you. Thank you for coming.
Oh,
Am
hi,
I going?
Delilah. I am sorry I can't see you guys in the chat. The phone is deceased in the trunk of the car in the bottom of the river. uh, so that's all. That's one thing. But yeah, with me, I mean, I've been here for 4 years and everything. Too much, like, I mean, to me, the YouTube, like the crazy drama stuff. I like I said, when I did the 7 months vacation,
Yeah.
I just told myself that, well, I'm not doing that no more like that. I'm not drama. There's enough drama in life. I don't need to deal with people's crazy people. Okay, I mean, that's just me. I mean, anyone can do whatever they want. Obviously, who am I? I'm a little bit of dumb shit in the States, but I just don't. To me, people got to realize money, fame, all that. That's not the most important thing in life. The most important thing in life is family, friends, and
Yeah.
time. Time. You don't know how
Absolutely.
much time we got left,
Team do
right?
good to see you, sir. I'm glad you're here. I've
Hey, oh, sorry, buddy. Hey, Tindu, sorry, buddy. I can't. You heard me. I do it in the trunk. Well, how you
yeah.
doing, buddy? Hope you're doing well, Tindu.
I've pinned the link. It should be pinned on the chat. So if anyone wants to come up and have a chat with us, this is just a hangout. I'm just doing this because I probably won't. I may not be doing another one until I get to America with you guys. So I just didn't want to feel a bit rusty when I got in front of a camera. So yeah, it's
Right.
just because if you have a bit of a break from this, sometimes you got to do one or two again to get yourself back into the swing of things. So I didn't want to sort of lose touch.
Oh yeah, like the talking in front of people and everything. Yeah, I understand that. But see, like I said, that's to me like I there's no drama in life, and I just don't. I'm not gonna subject myself to that, And what happened to me and what happened to everybody else and you. That
Yeah.
was some bullshit, and I'm not bringing it up, but
No, but
I
I look
I
at
just
that.
don't. Go ahead.
Everything happens for a reason.
Oh yeah. In retrospect, it was the best thing that ever happened to me.
I kind of felt it as well. I felt it was a bit of a weight off my shoulders that a kind of changed course, because at the end of the day, it felt so good at the beginning because everyone was kind of together, and I was kind of going in 4 or 5 shows, but then look, nothing stays the same, and
Yeah, but and then you
I'm
realize that
happy.
the. Oh, go ahead. Sorry, buddy.
I was going to say I'm happy in the camp that I'm with now. So we've
Right.
got a good crew where we are.
Yeah, because I don't deal like with fake people. Like when I was young and stuff, if I dealt with someone that I didn't like, I just that was it. I don't associate with you, and that's it.
Yeah.
And next, and that's I just it's the same thing here. I got a lot of people that I like and love dearly. You know what I'm saying? You guys are all good people,
Yeah.
but a lot of people are full of shit, and a lot of people are crazy, and this is not my life.
Well, one thing that's what sort of got to me a little bit is that you got that certain people, a certain person who sort of likes pointing the finger and digging people out, but then you got there's hypocrisy. There's a lot of
Oh, right.
hypocrisy in there.
Yeah, I mean, that if you're talking, that person helped me out dearly. If you think, like, give me airtime and everything, and I thank
Yeah,
him for that.
yeah. That's how
But
it was.
but after that, like doing that, and especially for a scumbag like that, not him. I'm talking about the
Yeah, I
person
know who you're talking about because I
and
remember it. I was
that
there
let
that
sell
day. Yeah,
and the woman that was selling her best friend for drugs. That's why
yeah.
all this shit started. That I'm a bad person for letting the chat know about these people. And you know what I mean? And I think that rubbed me the wrong way, man, because I remember that the chat is, remember I told you and you heard this, the chat is the most important thing in your thing. You don't have
Absolutely.
the
Yeah.
chat, you're nothing.
That's why I've got the great people coming in at the moment, and they're popping in and saying hello. They can bounce off, and yeah,
Right.
exactly,
I
Mr.
mean,
Balding. Yeah, do as I say, not as I do. There's too
well,
many of
in
them.
America, you know what we say? Up yours and here's my foot. I mean, that's how that goes. Cause well yeah, man, we don't have to agree on everything. I'm not here to be yes man or no man or whatever. Hey, I'm me. I'm the same person from 4 years ago, but I guess the difference is I'm a little wiser now. A lot more wiser
Yeah, of course.
about people. Like I told you this, I'm the same person if you see me now or if you see me have a beer, I'm the same guy.
Yeah,
Period. You know what I mean?
and
I don't flip flop and all
and
that
also
bullshit.
and when it kind of first started in the genre that I kind of seen us all break away from, that genre used to sort of, or the appearance was that it sort of went through a particular person. Now that they don't seem
Right.
to
And the
be.
main thing was about rats
Yeah,
and stuff like that. But then it just like I forgot what the word was, manifested into this, a heaping pile of garbage.
yeah.
Right? A lot of this stuff is like I can't be on a live screaming at some guy or some woman. Come on. This is stupid. Okay? This is me. It's a waste, like I said, it's a waste of time and waste of my brain power.
And there's
What do
people jumping up on the panels and they're offering each other out, and they're like 2,000 miles away from each other.
Well,
It's
yeah, and these people act like they're like teenagers. I mean, that's just me, and I don't know shit. I'm a dumbass, okay? But that's just me, and I don't know, man. But um, I don't know.
I mean, I like
So,
YouTube. This is good. I mean, like, you can go in and have a chat, and then talk about particular topics. YouTube, you can use for learning, and
oh
there's lots of
yeah,
good things, but then there's just this garbage element, which is it's a bit embarrassing. And I'll tell you what makes it worse is a lot of people that are doing that, they're not kids. They're like fully grown adults. Some of them are probably even collecting pension, or qualify for it.
right. Yeah, I just like I said, I couldn't like. I mean, I mean, I'm an older guy, but I just can't. Oh fuck! Oh, sorry, excuse my French, but F you and all those motions. Like, what the fuck, man? Okay, I'm sorry. This is stupid. Okay, this is not like 21 years old and I'm in a bar. Okay,
Yeah,
right? I mean, this people. I think it's like a midlife crisis to a lot of these people. You know what I'm saying?
absolutely.
They
Yeah,
gotta and like I said, I enjoy everyone I talk to in here. I wish I can't see, but you know what I'm saying? I enjoy talking with you people, guys and gals. And we don't have to agree on everything. You know what I mean? That's not I don't want that. That's fake to me. I want people to be real, right?
exactly.
I
You
better
know,
have, good or bad, right?
exactly. As I say, you sort of go around and you in the community finding out, and I've found mine, and that's Tommy's teen do's and MREs, and they're the main places that I go to. So, and I'm happy.
Right. Yeah, because it's just like you probably know, like I think I probably told you, like this was like face to face, and people are saying this. I'm fighting, okay, and I don't want to do that. And this is nonsense. That's just me. I don't like I said. This is my theory in life. Excuse my French.
Yeah,
Let me see. Hold on. Let me word this right. Don't mess with me, my family, my shit. For the most part, we'll get along.
yeah,
Period. Doesn't matter where you came from, what color you are, or whatever. But when you shove your stuff down my throat like this transgender crap and whatever, I'm not. Oh yeah, I'm happy. No, I'm fucking pissed. Get the fuck out of my face. Sorry about my language, buddy. But you know what I'm saying?
yeah,
That's
yeah,
all.
yeah.
That's just me. I don't like people could do whatever they want. Just don't like fucking bother me.
I think I think Paulie's just made a good comment there. I'll put on the screen.
Okay, let me see it. Go ahead.
He said, "Kid Rock, I agree for my own reasons. I came around because of the rat stuff, and now it's got pushed aside for the BS."
Well,
And
see, yeah, right, exactly.
that's what it generally was. A lot of it was based around that. And I know that we've still got a few of the rats there, but it's kind of dried up a little bit, and they're making up their own drama amongst themselves, and it's
Yeah, because
just
like sex, or I'm not saying sex with this, but sex, violence sells.
yeah,
I'm not
it's
saying
exactly
sexual. I'm saying you know what I mean. Violence sells, and something like I said, Paul and Kaiser, he knew me for years.
yeah,
I I've been with Paul and Kaiser. They know me for years. I mean, the Kaiser's the dog, but you know what I'm saying. Okay, let me see what Delilah
yeah.
said. I
I
think Tommy and Thindu and Top Father offer a
offer
safe
say,
space for people to simply socialize. There's no judgment and no bullshit and drama.
yeah. I forgot
Delilah,
to mention
I
Todd
agree
Father as well,
100%.
because I do go
But the
into his
safe,
shows as well. Yeah,
I agree 100%, Delilah. But the safe space, oh my God, like these college students, I need a safe space because of Trump. Oh my God, you people are mad. I'm not talking about you, Delilah, but the safe space is not what like people say it is. Now it's like a different meaning. Oh my God, Trump won. I gotta go into a cubby hole and drink cocoa and coffee while my family is spending $8 million a semester for my college that the paper ain't which the shit's written
yeah.
on. Right?
No,
You know what I
100%.
mean? That's yeah, see, I cannot do that. Like I said, even in my former life and everything, I didn't really work like that, starting shit with people. I mean, yeah, there was fights, of course, but I didn't bother no one. If you bothered me, well, then whatever. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
And then settle it. It's done. But this is just like, and people like with these other channels, um, they just treat. In the beginning, they treated people good. Now
yeah.
they treat people as a number. See, you lost your way, right? You can't treat people like a number.
Exactly. You can't. Everyone's got their characteristics, and Tommy hits the nail on the head. He makes people part of the show, and that's one thing I think he's here in the chat, and he probably might agree to this, that he's in time he's realised more and more and more, and he always says, "You are the show." And he's
Right.
got that skill where he can just continuously talk, and he can bounce off everyone in the chat. And it's really good. I'm hoping he may. I know he's at the resting, but he might even pick the link up and just join us for a minute if he can.
Well, see, me and Tommy, we talked about this a long time ago. that like he says like in his shows also often that he goes, "This is therapy for me. I can go on talking all the time." I'm the
Oh,
same way. I feel good talking with good people. I just
yeah,
don't want to talk to people that are full of shit. Okay,
yeah,
I just don't. There's no time. I just I like well, I don't think what the word is. I value my time.
yeah,
Like, you know what I mean? I like talking to all kinds of people. It's cool. But when you start drama and all this nonsense, man, it just makes you want to change the channel or put your phone in the trunk on the bottom of the river.
exactly.
I mean, that's seriously. Okay. Tommy says, I personally have fun with numbers. It's my playground. YouTube, not serious business. It's fun. Well, yeah. See, Tommy, you're right. And I seen people say in his comments that you think this is like you could go on all the time. This is therapy, and people like thinking like he's crazy and stuff. Like, no, I feel good when I talk to you guys. I
Well,
just, you know what I mean?
absolutely, and I have to agree with what Tommy said there. Triggered people make it hysterical. It's 100% hysterically entertaining. It is great when if you can. I mean, I look. We do that with our mates. You know, we might be out and about, and you like having a little wind up and just to get a little reaction out of people. It's just part and parcel of it. You know.
Yeah,
Hello,
if you're
Coach
amongst
Shane,
friends and
24.
stuff, that's fine.
Yeah, exactly. It's just a bit of banter. And to be fair, that's probably what makes it a little bit more. You know, I pick these subjects because I want to share these subjects, but I I wanted to share the racetrack gangs with everyone because
Right.
obviously I'm mainly in a lot of site. It's a lot of the Italian American community. We've got a few Irish in that, and I just wanted to share that side of it. But it was quite stressful because a lot of it was I'm trying to just portray literature, whereas now I've got you and we're having a normal conversation. And
Right. Okay, hold on a second. Gold Chain, sorry, I don't have my other phone. It's in the trunk in the bottom of the river. But hey, Gold Chain, how you doing, buddy? I can't see the chat, but you're all good.
we've got
Well,
Gerard
yeah,
Sottelli.
listen, to me, um, like when you were doing the racetrack things, this is my thing that I would maybe do a little different in the
Yeah,
future. This is a suggestion that if you do something, you talk a little bit about it, a little bit, like a couple minutes, and then
right to
ask
the chat.
and see if there's someone have any questions and do a dialogue,
Yeah,
and then go back because, like, you know what I mean? It's a little suggestion. You know what I mean? Because people get overloaded with like Wikipedia and stuff,
yeah,
right? That's just me. Like I said, I caught the end of it, remember, and I jumped on and we
yeah.
talked. Well, see, like, and you should have like days like this. People talk about like what's going on in your life if you want to, or the world where you're at. That's because that's like every day is something different,
Yeah. I mean,
right? And it doesn't get like to me, I can't read a book, 1,000-page book in one day. You get it?
no, I mean, do you know what I did? Like I say, when I was reading the book, but I must admit, I didn't enjoy it as much as I'm enjoying this, if that makes sense.
Well, yeah. Because your concentration is reading. You and me talking, it's automatic.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And like you and me, we talk many times, so it's like we're amongst friends. So
I
we
mean, I
can chew
know
the fat. You know what I'm
Tommy.
saying?
Yeah, absolutely. Tommy's made a comment there, and we kind of know this. He's got a lot of them like close friends. He has personal friends from outside life in his YouTube world,
Oh
which
yeah, I
is
know that.
yes, that's what I mean. So we kind of do that. So obviously, from my standpoint, I've sort of come into this community, but I'm all the way over in the UK, and
Right.
it's 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 obviously it's harder to get in, and you've also got to go through a few more hoops, which is natural from being an outsider. But I really enjoy it.
Oh yeah, James, you did good. It's just like when you keep reading it though, like the whole time, people are like, "Oh my god, high school!" Ah, you know what I'm saying? I
Yeah,
mean, I'm not. No, hey, this is constructive criticism. If I wasn't your friend, you know what I mean. It doesn't matter.
yeah,
You know what I
yeah,
mean.
yeah, cool.
It's not. I'm not busting your chops. But if I mean, my suggestion would be read some, and then hey, anyone got any questions about this, that, and that, and then do a little bit, and then you could relax a little bit, and then okay, and then when it slows down about the questions, okay,
Yeah,
I'm going back to this. You know what I mean? That would be my suggestion.
yeah.
But I don't
Yeah,
know shit. I'm a dumbass. Okay.
my problem is that I would if I did that, I would have stopped and started, and I probably would have had to do about 10 YouTube lives just to finish that or more.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
Yeah,
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 because you don't want to like even Thindu, and I did believe Tommy said that like hours and hours on YouTube, like at one time, it's
yeah,
hard. It's hard. I mean, I think I did a 2 hour, 2.5 hour live, and that should kick my ass, man. Because I'm doing the phone, answering questions. You know, I use two phones. I used to use two phones, so I'm
yeah,
talking with you, looking in the chat, and you know what I mean. And then like, oh my god, am I doing good? And then you know what I'm saying, right?
yeah,
Am I screwing up here? And you get, you know what I mean, like self-conscious.
yeah.
Well,
I'm just going
self-conscious.
to do a couple of little shout outs because I got Paulie Donuts. He said, for me, no channel will ever come close to TT's. I know I haven't seen TT for a while. I know she hasn't been very, very well. I hope she's on the mend and all's good with
She
her.
is a great woman.
She is.
Great
And
woman.
so it's great people like that we need around because they kind of help pull it together. When those people are not around, things can fall apart at the seams. And like Co-Train, he said, from what I've seen, channels that have good people on the panel talking interesting topics and interacting with the chat do the best and are the most sought after. I have to agree
Yeah,
with that 100%.
100% for sure. Yep. Because that's like I said. At the end of the day, if you have one person here or 1,000 people here, it's all about the chat. Without the
Yeah,
chat, you're nothing.
absolutely. I've got the king of confectionaries here, the main man, Asada Treats. Hello, sir. Good to see you.
Hey, Osado, what's up, buddy? Been a minute. Hope everything's well with you. But yeah, like interacting with friends. I mean, you know what I'm saying? That like, see, that's good. I just like, to me, like even now, even though haven't been doing anything like for decades, again, but it's the same way with me. Like if I can have a beer with you, we're good. You know what I mean? I just don't want unnecessary drama and BS in my life. And because life has enough of that in general, why I'm not a juggler,
Yeah,
okay? I'm not doing this, doing that, and then what? You know what I mean? It's just stupid to
yeah,
me. I mean, people, don't get me wrong, sex, drugs, and rock and roll and violence, that's interesting.
yeah,
But, okay, but, you know what I'm saying? But it's like,
yeah.
I can't hear this about people saying about people's moms and stuff. Oh my God,
No,
this
it's pathetic.
childish shit. It's
And
just
like I say,
childish.
Tommy, he gets hyped up on coffee, whereas many on this cesspool are hyped up on the old nose candy, the gear. And I don't
Yeah.
believe the YouTube streets, but from what I see, it may actually be believable. Well, we've worked out there is a mental illness around a lot
Oh,
of that.
yeah. And I'll tell you the truth, uh, James, when I
Yeah,
took the vacation, I don't know if you knew this. When I got thrown overboard, all that nonsense, whatever. I'm not talking about that. I went on 2 lives about a month or two after that, and after that, I went radio silent. And when I finally jumped into, I think, Dindu's channel, it was like 7 months.
yeah,
It was great. It
yeah,
was great, and I did miss talking with a lot of you people or interacting with you. And then I
yeah,
finally went on Tommy's show and cleared the air about that nonsense, and
yeah.
it's time to move on.
Exactly.
And I
It's
moved on.
water under the bridge now. And
Right. Hey, Cheech, how you doing, buddy? I can't see the chat. Sorry, James. I
That's
can't
all
see
right,
the chat, Cheech. So, how you doing, buddy? Okay,
good
go
to
ahead.
see you,
Sorry,
sir.
but I enjoy talking with I always enjoy talking with you, Tommy. Dindu, and like I said, Tommy was nice enough to give me time a while back, and I cleared the air, and
Yeah,
great. It felt great. I said my piece. I didn't do nothing wrong, and that's the end of it. I said what happened. I said my piece.
Yeah,
You
I
can
think I think a lot of it that sort of gripes to me is that like certain people like to beat their chest and say once you're blocked from my channel, you know,
right.
if you block someone, you just block someone and you forget about it. You just move on, don't you?
Yeah,
You
but
don't.
guess what? That's BS.
Yeah,
Because
exactly.
the guy I was telling the chat about, uh, he was running game on him, and what happened was, and he was doing memes and stuff about the women and calling women, what's and all that. I don't want to say that in here.
Yeah,
And he finally had to block him. Guess what? A week later, he let him back in, and he let him back into the chat. And then 3 days later, he finally had to cut him off again. See, if you give someone a chance like that, um, especially when you effed up, like saying bad things about women, honoring them, calling people's works and memes and stuff, there's
yeah,
no coming back from that. Period. Where I come from, the only thing coming back is stay out of my face. I'm not saying him. I'm just saying in general.
yeah. Of course,
Anyone
yeah.
crosses that
I'm talking
line,
in general.
right? That you best get out of my face, or we're gonna have a problem. And I'm not talking about this person. I'm talking about in general.
Yeah,
I'm not talking about that guy. What we're talking about. I'm
yeah,
not. I'm
yeah.
not. You know what I mean? Because, well, yeah, and that just kicked me right in the balls. Sorry. Well, you know what I mean? Like all the stuff I did for that
Hello,
guy.
Maureen. Yeah,
You know what I mean? I don't like that. Hey, Maureen, I don't have the the other phone that's in the trunk in the bottom of the river. Ah. Well, I
well,
just don't. I don't. My friends are not like that in
it's a
real
bit,
life.
and it's a bit. See, well, I keep hearing, certain individuals, saying gang channels when a lot of them they're part of other gangs. They're just part of what you would call the other side, and
Right.
it's a bit. I just don't like that sort of stuff. It's
Oh
very
no, no, not
hypocritical.
I don't. I mean, okay. At first, okay, it was okay. We were talking about the rats and all that. Hey, someone ratted on me and put me in prison. Okay, so I have a problem with rats. You know this. I told the Tommy. Everyone knows my deal. Okay, I
Yeah,
never ratted either. And but then it just manifested as something else, and then going after people's families and mothers and stuff. I mean, you people crazy. You people crazy. Stay away from me. And I changed the
absolutely,
channel.
absolutely. Yeah, like you say, you
Hey,
just go
hey, Mike,
somewhere
hey,
else.
haven't
Hey,
seen you in a
Norman,
while. How you doing,
good to
buddy?
see you, sir.
But that's just me. I don't. I'm older, and I never liked drama like when I was younger. But if something happened, it would get taken care of allegedly, and that was it.
Yeah,
And then life goes on. I'm not gonna keep rehashing this stuff. That's madness. Like, what's that thing? Um, doing the same thing and trying to do a different, have a different outcome. You know what I mean? That's like,
mhm,
I got a brain fart here, but it's like, madness,
yeah,
right? Like, if you're doing the same thing and want a different result, that's called madness,
yeah.
right? You know what I mean? And I'm not dumb. You know what I mean? And like I said, hey, I don't, you know, I just don't like. I'm not putting myself into that situation no more because I love that guy dearly.
Yeah, so
Okay,
did I.
and he even
Ah,
said, you know what I mean? And then you fucking do that to me, and I'm not trying to. I don't want to bring nothing up, but that's it. You know what I mean? I just didn't like how that went. Like I was a piece
MOE's
of
here.
trash.
Good to see you, my man.
Hey, what's going on?
Good to see you.
But yeah. So you know what? That's why, like I said, with the channel and everything, I'd love to do a channel, but I'm not like I'm the type of person that if people pull that shit with me, I
Yeah,
would take a drive. And I love my life right now. I don't have to worry about no one kicking my door in for decades.
yeah,
Everything. Laws by a citizen for decades.
yeah,
And that part of me is over with.
yeah.
But part of that mentality of not trusting people and people are full of it still stays.
I've got I've got the link pinned to the chat. So if anyone wants to jump up and join us, it'll be good to see you all.
Okay, hey James, can you hey, I gotta run now. Is that okay?
Yeah, go for it. Go
I
for
gotta
it.
do something with the wife, man. But I jumped on as quick as I could.
No problem at all. No, it's good to see you.
Okay, the chat. Everyone, be safe. Thank you, James, for having me on. You talk anytime you want. I had to kind of do something with the wife, Saturday.
Yeah, no dramas
So
at all, mate.
you
Thank you.
all,
It's been a
everyone, be
pleasure
safe.
as always, and I'll do
James,
more of these.
my buddy, man, you're a good friend, man. So you have a great day. Everyone, be safe. And have a great one. Thank you, James, for your time. Chat,
Cheers.
you all
Thank
be
you.
safe. Thank you,
Cheers,
buddy.
guys.
Bye.
Here we go, folks. That's good to see you. I'll put it in the chat. Yeah. Let's do. Oh, how you doing, my man?
Hey, I got a few minutes to jump on. What's going on, dude?
I just decided to do something random, no topic. I thought I'd jump up because I know a lot of people. I don't think Skinny's on in over an hour, so I just did this chat. Kid Rock jumped up, and it's just kind of an open discussion, really. We're just talking about the famous topic, the YouTube and the community that we're part of. I had to ask you as well, Emory. I know that you're quite away from New York. But do you ever pop down there? Because I'm coming over stateside.
Oh, really? Sometimes I've been. Yeah, me and my friends once in a blue moon we'll go up to maybe Mulberry Street just to have something to eat, or once in a very blue moon. Like I haven't been up there in a few years, but we go like maybe once in the summer or something like that, right? Stuff like that.
Because I get over there on the 2nd. I'm in New York for a night, then I fly up to Buffalo. And I'm going to go and see Tindu.
Oh, really? That's awesome.
Yeah, hopefully Co-Train and Gianni will be able to join us. Then on the 5th, I fly back to New York, and then I'm with Tommy for a couple of days.
Oh, cool. Oh, Tommy's going to show you the 9/11 memorial.
Yeah, he's going to go. There's a few places he's got on the list that we're going to check off. And hopefully we'll have the Courvoisiers and maybe Arms will join us as well. So,
that's what's really cool that you got guides over here in America, right? You got friends over here, like these guys that can take you to these monuments and stuff. Where if you came alone, you'd probably have to pay a guide or something, right?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, it's kind. I just because it's their areas and like it's great because they'll know exactly where to take me. I mean. Yeah. The one Todd Father I'm hopefully meeting as well in Buffalo. There was a plan that we potentially, it'd be great if I could just go and see Niagara Falls.
Oh, nice. I've never seen Niagara. I had family who did. Is this your first time coming to the States?
No, it'll be I think it's about my 14th time. I mean, 7 of those have been Las Vegas, so they don't count. It's a synthetic city, isn't it? That's been spun up in the desert, but it's good for great fun.
I never been there. How you doing, Yanks? I never been to Las Vegas. Never been that out far west.
It'll be my second time in New York, but it'll be my first time to Buffalo. But the thing is, when I go and see Tommy, he's going to take me more around Newark and Jersey and around there. Because obviously, you go to Manhattan, it's like if you go to London, you're going to go to like Trafalgar Square and all the main parts. Manhattan is the same; it's just a tourist trap. But with the right guides, the right people, they'll take you to other places.
Yeah, places that the average people know, locals. So, like if I went to England or something, I'd want to have some locals there, like just popping up, not knowing no one. You're gonna have to pay some guide. You don't know if they're gonna take you to the fun places or the right places.
Yeah,
friends over there, they know the ins and outs, where to go, all that stuff, the cool stuff to see. Niagara Falls is pretty cool, though.
Yeah, that'd be nice if I can get that one checked off. Because that's is it regarded as one of the wonders of the world, Niagara Falls?
No,
sure. No, that's Mount Rushmore, isn't it?
Yeah, Mount Rushmore is one of the. I don't know. No, Eighth Wonders. I don't know if Mount Rushmore is. I can't even think. I'm not sure.
Yeah, it's still iconic anyway. So that's the main important thing. Here we go, Tommy. I love showing people New York from the Jersey side. I can map it out from the George Washington Bridge down to the Holland Tunnel. It's a 21-mile span. There you go.
That's great. Like, aren't you on the border? Like Tommy, I believe, is like can look over the river and see New York from where he's at. I believe.
Yeah, I think that's the one of the main what he wants to show me. He says the New York skyline from where he is.
Yeah, I bet you it's a great view over there from Jersey because yeah, you could see it perfectly.
Yeah, absolutely. So I've been to Boston. I know you're.
I'm an hour away. Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
only 3 hours from New York, 4 hours from New York, an hour from Boston. I'm in Providence.
I was actually there on St. Patrick's Day in 2019.
Where in Boston?
Yeah,
Oh, for the St. Patty's Day parade.
yeah.
Oh, that must have been great.
Well, because Boston and I think Chicago are the places to be, aren't they? Where you got a lot of American Irish.
Yeah, and my city too. But we have a small parade. We don't have big ones like those guys, right? Like
Yeah.
we don't have we have a nice parade. It goes through Smith Street, is an old Irish neighborhood, and go right by the State House. I've marched in the parade before.
Yeah. Oh, good stuff. Yeah, it's like I say, everyone sort of rants and raves about it, but it's kind of weird because I've been in Ireland on St. Patrick's Day, and you would think that unless you're in like a major city like Dublin, it's not actually they don't go as mad about it as the Americans do over in those two cities. Believe it or not from what I saw.
Well, I got a theory on that. Maybe because we come to America and our native country is over there. We want to show a lot more love to it because we're not near it.
Yeah.
Maybe they kind of embrace it more that way. I'm guessing. Who knows? Yeah, that's a little theory I have. Because I'm half Irish, right? So
Yeah,
and
I'm Anglo-Irish, and so it's a lot of Irish communities, which is, I went to a Catholic school, and there's all Irish communities around there, and but even still, they do deals on the Guinnesses and that in the pubs. To be fair, up until recent years, they did more on St. Patrick's Day than they did on St. George's Day, but they're starting to get a little bit more patriotic now, obviously just because of the way things are sort of politically.
the two-tier system. Yeah, we don't want to get into that on here, but yeah, it's sad where you should be nationalistic and proud of no matter where you live in the world, what country you're from. You should be very proud of that country. Be very proud of it and show patriotism.
Exactly. It's an identification. It's a belonging to something.
Your ancestors, there's blood in your blood is in that soil. Your ancestors died and bled on that soil, right?
Yeah.
Like, it means a lot.
100%.
A lot of people would think, well, I don't know my ancestors. I only know my grandparents. Not many of us know great grandparents, right? But nobody knows great greats, right? My great 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 grandpa, but
Yeah.
I still care about them, even though I don't know them. Probably even know their names, right? I still have love for them.
Absolutely. I got a comment from Cotrey. MRE, we should go and see Dropkick Murphys.
I would love that. I've never seen them. Damien told me a bunch of times. He says, "Oh, next time they come down here, I'm gonna get you to go see them." Yeah, we should. That'd be fun. I love Dropkick Murphys. They are great.
Good stuff.
Yeah, well, you're like me. We're mutts. We're dual heritage, right?
Yeah.
English and Irish, and I got Irish and Italian heritage. So we're always going to, kind of live in like two worlds, but, honor and respect them both. But I think where I come from, wherever your dad's last name is, you're really like most people when they meet me, they just think I'm full-blooded Italian because of my last name. Until I tell them Irish, they don't know,
Yeah. No, because I'll say when hearing you on your lives and that, you've in somewhat, you kind of pull more towards your Irish side as well, don't you? So.
Well, yeah, I'm very proud of both, right? Yeah. But my last name is my father's name, so whatever your last name is, you're mostly perceived. It's like if I went somewhere and somebody called my last name out, they're gonna think I'm an Italian guy. Yeah. But I love both of my heritages, and I try to honor them both. And I got the flags in my house, and I know history of Italy and Ireland and stuff. Always was fascinated with it, and along with the Scottish and English history, also was because they were so close to Ireland, right?
Yeah,
and so much alike, was just always fascinating history stuff.
Okay, Co-train. My father was from Portugal. I tell people I'm Portuguese. Fair play. You got to be proud.
Well, the Portuguese are a very proud people. We have a huge Portuguese community over here in Rhode Island,
Yeah.
in East Providence. Like they don't mess around over there. Like those Portuguese dudes stick together. They're very proud. They have big parades and festivals. My cousins are half Portuguese. My aunt married a guy from Portugal.
Yeah.
My uncle Gil. And my cousins are half Portuguese, half Italian. They're very proud of both of their nationalities.
Oh, exactly. Hello, Krumel. Krumel is Dutch
So,
and Indonesian.
yeah, that's a cool mix right there. Yeah, and if even if you're both or three or four nationalities, right, you'd be proud of them.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely. Yes. To say that, I think sometimes it helps to have more connection because you get to learn the cultures of all, and you've got tend to have more about you as well. I think if you've got.
True. Yeah, more history, more instead of just having one culture to look up. If you have two or three or four, you can look up four or five. Yeah, I guess that's a great way of looking at it. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely. Hello there, Krumel.
What's up, bro?
Gianni, good to see you, sir.
What's
Hopefully,
up, John?
he's going to join Co-Train when we're over in Buffalo.
Yeah, I used to have fun up there. You'll have fun in the States and meeting these guys. And these guys are all good dudes over here too. Like Johnny, Tommy, all these guys, Dean do. You'll have fun up there. You'll have a blast.
So we've got-
Is that where you came before? Did you ever know locals or did you just come and visit?
I just came and visit.
This is the first time where you're coming and you know local people that can show you. Oh, you're gonna have fun, bro. You're gonna have fun.
No, that's it. A couple of times I've been sent over. Work sent me over when I worked for one company. Amazon was one where I went over to Seattle, and another company. It was a telecom company, 8x8, and they were based in San Jose. So I sort of moved around that area, but every other trip's been off the back, on my own back, so to speak.
Yeah, well now you'll you'll be able to have local people, show you like local stuff you would have never be able to seen and known about, right?
Well, see, the thing is I wanted to do this trip. I would have been in India now, but my friends they've gone over to Goa in India, but it was just the fact that you're going to be sitting around on the beach. It's remote. There's not a lot to do apart from sit and drink and eat. You'll be drinking beer every day, and then it's 14 days. And it's too long. I want to do stuff,
Yeah, gotcha. Oh wow, became a chiropractor, really? Wow, that's pretty neat.
Who's that? Have I missed
His grandfather went back and became a chiropractor in Italy.
Wow.
If I'm reading that right, sometimes I misread things. I think he just said chiropractor.
Is that which one? Who says that? Tommy?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Lives right across the street. Very good cook. Go there anytime. Italian food. Yeah, you'll eat a lot of good Italian food, and they'll know some good spots to take you to. I bet too.
I love Italian food. Italian food and Greek food. They've got some real good cuisines on the Mediterranean.
Yeah, Mediterranean eating is very good. I had a couple of good Greek dishes before. I had a couple of Greek friends when I was little. There was a couple of kids. They were spoke broken English and stuff. And their mother was a real good cook.
Yeah. So some good dishes, and that's what I'm looking forward to as well. The food in America, because it's obviously not going to be American, it'll be Italian, but even still, they'll be able to take me to the right places.
Yeah, they'll instead of some other idiot might take you to Olive Garden, and they'll take you to some real good Italian joints, real good food. You'll eat real good. Put it that way. They got a lot of good food up in New York. A lot of restaurants and little places that nobody even knows about with good stuff.
Yeah. MC stool pigeon. I was just thinking about that the other day when you were talking about his hair plugs.
And, he got them off his backside, most likely, or maybe the back of his leg, but I'm going to go with backside they usually go with. Yeah, he's a maniac, that guy. Picture what kind of human being could take their grandmother's home, right? Who could do that? That's really cruel, all these stool pigeons are just bad people. I've been saying it since the beginning. I heard Kid Rock say something about I don't know if he was talking about my channel or not. He would watch the channel because he didn't like stool pigeons until I started going after people. I never went after people's families. I don't know if you met me or not, but I never went after nobody's families. Those stool pigeon, their enablers went after mine, but I never went after theirs.
Joe, I think that the one
And the
thing.
stool pigeons are like MC Stool Pigeon. They all do the same thing. They all want to get what's his name, the skinny guy's attention. So they try to pick fights with him to go back and forth to make money.
Oh, absolutely. I think the one thing that really annoyed me about the Chicklets is I think that obviously what he did and what he got away with, he's obviously making a few quid, a few dollars, because he's got money in his pocket. And then he was going to start crying because Joe Skinny was going to do a video about him on Behind Patreon Wall. And I'm thinking, there's people on here, like you know yourself, there's plenty of people in the chat who get mean videos done about them all the time. And you want to cry when you've got away with everything that you've got away with.
Yeah. And he's attacked many people's family stuff on here too. I believe he attacked the skinny guy's family too. And he's making money now. Why don't he go maybe pay some of the people that he's hurt in his family that he ripped off, or stop stalking people on here, being a baby, thin skin. But it might be the thin skin thing, but it's all about making money. They know if they get his attention and get an argument back and forth, more people are going to pay attention. Do they hate him? Really? Yeah, they hate the guy because they're all stool pigeons and they want to be looked at as a normal person. But it has to do with money also. So it's a mixture of both, I would say.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. I keep hearing about his tough guy stories. And then when it comes to someone's going to do a video about him, he's like a big girl's blouse.
Yeah, you got to have thick skin. If you come on YouTube, right, you got to have thick skin, right? Yeah. You have to have thick skin. And someone like him doesn't. Most of those informants don't. That's why you can get to a lot of them, right? Because they're stupid.
Yeah,
they don't ignore people.
They do buy it, and like Gravano himself, he don't like it when people start knocking him.
No, he doesn't. But when people knock him, they usually tell him the truth about him, and he usually just denies it. Well, they're knocking him on the level of like maybe the Alan Kaiser thing. And like crazy stories he tells, like when you tell a story and you're the hero in every story, it's like, who the hell is going to believe that?
Well, the thing is as well, because he's low in intelligence, you can tell he's easy to rattle. Whereas you got someone like Franzese, who's another stool pigeon, but he's
smarter. Yep.
Yeah, he's smarter. He's the kind of guy. If you shook his hand and you made a deal with him, you'd have to check all your fingers are still there after shaking his hand.
Yeah, Francis can speak better. He doesn't come off like
more articulate.
Pavone. Like Sammy will talk sexual, dirty, weird stuff. Unholy Mike won't do that. He knows how to play the people a lot better and to come out looking more classy and stuff. Schmiegel is just a really all around white trash.
Oh, it's just like that. When he's trying to curse people out, he just sounds like a 5-year-old. He's a right dum-dum.
Very immature. Yeah, very low banter, immature. Well, look, what kind of person gets the deal of a lifetime, right? You kill 19 people plus a kid and your sister's, your wife's brother, and then you tell on somebody and you get this whole new Jimmy Moron life in Arizona, and then you sell drugs with your children. You're an evil person.
Yeah, which is so it just shows the IQ on the bloke,
And the selfishness, right? The narcs are willing to bring, like, if the story he tells is he found his son doing drugs and tried to help him get out of it or selling it. If you found your son selling drugs, you should have thrown all that drugs out immediately, burnt them, and told him, "Hey, kid, we can't do this. You know who I am, right? Like, we can't do no drugs." Tell his son. You don't help him sell drugs for 3 months to help him stop selling drugs, right?
Exactly. It's just more BS.
It's like right now, it's like if I told you I'm selling food stamps, right? And you're like, okay, well, I want you to stop, but I'm going to help you sell your food stamps to help you to stop. It makes no sense, right?
Yeah, of course. It's just the way he's trying to spin it, and You know, you've got that other one who I don't really know too much about him, but is it Arialotta?
Yeah. Radalotta, Anthony Aralotta. Yeah, he's another wacko, degenerate too. He's very degenerate. When he attacks people's families and stuff, very degenerate.
What happened to the runt of the litter? What's his name? Immy.
Emmy's probably inhaling bath salts in an old hotel somewhere in Jersey or New York. I don't know. Jimmy, he after the Tommy Karate debacle and he got caught in the Tommy Karate lie. Jimmy just could never get back. He said to himself again, because when you have a channel about telling stories, right, and you get caught lying, you right there, you're a lot. 40% of the people are going to leave, maybe more. Because it's like if I signed up for, let's say, if I said I was a Civil War guy and I'm in the Civil War telling you Civil War stories, you find out that I'm lying. Yeah. Well, you're not going to want to stick around. So that hurt him big time. Him being so erratic and emotional and threatening, that hurt him too. Threatening everybody on here. It made other big content creators who would have worked with him and helped him not want to work with him, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
It hurt him big time. Like I said, getting in the sandbox and dealing with all these smaller channels, and that hurt him. He should have listened to the child killer, Sammy Gravano, when he warned him to stay away from that.
Well, but he's got that extra chromosome, hasn't he? So.
He does. And it's just like he is the runt though. You're right. He could have maybe if he stuck with Schmiegel and listened to Schmiegel, but Sammy wasn't impressed with him. You remember he went to his house and spent a week there and only got a 15-minute video done. They must have done a 2-hour video together, an hour at least. For that to be chopped up into 15 minutes says a lot that he wasn't impressed with him and didn't like him.
But the thing is, his street stature was never going to be big enough to get him anywhere. He needed to cling on the coattails of the other mob, because obviously just because of who he is. I mean, he was stealing hubcaps, weren't he? So,
well, yeah, his friend Paulie G and those guys. I guess they made a Nat Geo thing about them before. I guess he could have just stuck with that and told stories about that. Most of them are probably lies, anyways, right? But still, people like Shia LaBeouf and other people went to him, and his story is just not interesting. It's not credible and believed. A lot of his stuff are lies. Just like that, he told 3 or 4 Tommy Karate lies. He was reading them newspapers, hanging out with them, going to visit them. So when people, especially someone writing a book or wanting to do a movie or something, they want to make sure the person they're dealing with is not telling bullcrap to them, right?
Well, exactly. And out of all the people you want to start doctoring photos with, it's Tommy Patera. It's
ridiculous. Ridiculous, because Tommy knows who visited him, everybody who visited him, and he can get paperwork to prove that Joe Schmo meaning Jimmy Calandra, did not visit him. So to say crazy things like that, and then Photoshop pictures and people forget that they always think of the Photoshop picture, but the main thing is the 15-minute lie and story of him and Paulie G eating with Tommy and buying him cookies out of the vending machine. Tommy Karate said, "We don't even have a vending machine there. I don't know what in that place I was at." He's just lying.
Yeah. So they're all full of shit. And that's why I enjoy your channel, because that's what it's all about, is exposing them and making the world see who they actually are. They're all just liars.
Yeah, they are liars. Like a lot of people say that I'm pro-crime or something. No, I'm not. I was never pro-crime. I just don't like informants. I don't like rats and informants. There are a whole lot of liars and scumbags. That's just me. No, a lot of people could think I'm crazy or I'm wrong, but that's me. And I do show their lies. They do lie. It's not me just saying that. I'm showing you their words, their doubles and stuff.
Exactly. And then you've got, obviously, we don't hear too much of him. He was one of the original ones, which is obviously A-Light, and Borello seems to have disappeared.
Well, I've got some news on Borello lately. There's been somebody, I don't know if they were a troll or not, but they've been hitting me up claiming to be someone, a woman who he's dated, who he's roughed her up, and he's got a girlfriend stalking her, all kinds of stuff. I don't know if it's true yet, so I can't really go put it out there. But that's why I say I don't know yet. But I'm gonna see if it's a troll or not. But Aledo, I don't know what he does nowadays. After his daughter died, I kind of, if he would do something stupid or crazy, I'd cover it.
Yeah.
But after his daughter died, I kind of like, laid off the guy. And he just went radio silent anyways. His credibility was killed. Which Schmiegel killed his credibility. He told about the $3,000 lie. I'm going to give you $3,000, Sammy. Say I'm a good gangster and I was around the Gambinos and all that.
Yeah, and there's the other fella that kind of, he dips in and out, but he's gone off the radar, and that's that Larry. Is it Larry Mazza?
Yes. Shiny Larry. Yes, the Larry Mazza bicycle comes complete with everything, wheels and everything, but a missing bicycle seat. But Larry pops in and out. I think he's smarter than the other ones, meaning like not to fight with the people on here. It's no point of it. So he's kind of smart staying off those shows like that. But no, I don't see much of him. He wasn't that interesting. Him and some other guy did a show together. Him and the guy Gunnar Lindblom, another fake mob guy, did a show together. And man, they couldn't even get 20 people watching. And there's no problem with 20 people watching you, right? But when you're somebody who is has been on all these news channels, you had mafia documentaries made about you, and you can't get more than 20 people watching you. That's a little crazy, right? Wow.
Well, this is it. I mean, say with that Larry Mazza, well, you don't really hear too much about him. He's kind of more been associated with obviously with Greg Scarpa Senior, who he was an informant as well, wasn't he? In the end, as dangerous as he was.
Well, just because people just think just because someone's an informant, that doesn't mean they're not dangerous. These are killers. These are people that will come and kill you. Some of them, right? Some informants are clowns. Some are real killers that will come and kill you, right? Just because you're a rat doesn't mean you can't come kill somebody. Gregory Scarpa was a dangerous rat guy. What's up, dude? A dangerous rat guy, and that's where Mazza. I believe they seduced him. What I believe, I can't prove it, but I believe that the woman brought him in, the older pretty lady, seduced him, and then I believe that Greg came into the relationship also, all three of them. I can't prove that. That's just a theory of mine. Because
we're saying Mazza's famous for being a victim of a bit of voyeurism.
Yeah, I think it was a threesome. I think threesomes are going down, I believe. I can't prove it, right? There's no proof of it, but that's my hypothesis, my educated guess. Because what kind of man would let another man sleep with their wife, right?
Yeah.
What kind of man would do that? And then Mazza's got a history of swinging, right? Sharing his wife with other people. So I believe Greg came in and said, you're sleeping together. I like you too. I know, something like that. Can't prove it, but that's what I believe.
Yeah, of course. It's out there. Well, I think Mazza's told it himself. It's there on YouTube and wherever else. So that's just his words, though. So
yeah. Who knows, though? Only these people know the truth, right? But when you come out and you want to write books and be the big bad gangster, people can critique your story, right? And if they find lies or inconsistencies, people have the right to call that out. As long as you're not attacking, like I've done my rat channel for 4 years. I never went after their family members, never once. And that scumbag Jimmy Calandra had people mess with my family. I never once messed with his family or any of the informants' children, mothers, or anything like that. Made fun of them.
They're the rat. They're the target. It's just
exactly. What do they have to do with it? Yeah. Why do they have to be? My point is, by doing stuff like that, you just look like a creep, and it's going to backfire and not work for you. And that's where a lot of them do make mistakes when they fight with each other. They'll attack each other's families and stuff. That's where they make mistakes doing that.
Go train. I heard Mazza did lines
Well, I believe, like I said, I can't prove it. It's just a hypothesis of mine that Greg was into dudes, and why would else would you let your wife sleep with somebody? It makes no sense. I believe he came in and said, hey, well, no, it's a three-way relationship and all that stuff. Who knows?
The problem is that Lynn Del Vecchio and the government, they made people like that. They embolden them and they make them brazen because he, like Whitey Bulger, he pretty much had a license to do what he liked, didn't he?
Yes.
When they're dangerous, they just become worse in all aspects, and that's not just from the violent side, but probably other sides as well.
Yeah, those FBI agents were like gangs themselves. They were gangsters themselves, doing gangster stuff and hurting people and playing both sides of the law and the crime at the same time.
Yeah, no, absolutely. So Co-Train again. Watch out for those upside down.
Yeah, it is funny having a taking a piss on them, right? And it's not like these guys are like, oh my God, you feel bad. Like these guys are a bunch of scumbags who told on their friends, right?
Yeah.
And they're out here trying to boast about the life that they said they hated and put people, oh, it was so bad. The streets would never love you back. But here you are portraying the role as a tough guy, threatening people, telling Sammy Gravano wearing 19 on his shirt. You know what a bad look that is?
It's terrible. What then? There's the same with old Chicklets. You know, there's a couple of people that obviously that he's gone on told who he murdered, but the families are still out there. I just don't. I don't like it. I don't, especially when it comes to that particular topic, when they're bragging on the internet. Because all right, whether it's bad guys on bad guys, their family's not. You know, they've got to hear that and they've got to bear witness to that because it's still. People still get to find out about, even if they're not on YouTube, they'll still want to know who their son's killer was, or whoever it may be, and yet you're bragging about it. And
so imagine, a great point. Imagine, and sorry to cut you off, but imagine having a child murdered or something like that, and then you've got to turn on YouTube or hear about some guy. The guy who did it is on YouTube, boasting about his criminal career after you've seen him in court crying and telling the judge that I'm a changed man and all that. That's got to be so frustrating.
Well, this is it. And then you're getting people that have been put away on RICO cases and everything off the back of hearsay, and yet they're out promoting vodka and got money in their pocket, and it's just a little. It's all messed up.
Yeah, the system is messed up, especially when it comes to Italians who are dubbed or rumored to be organized crime, anything like that, like falsely in prisons. Look at Justice Tech Pros, his father, Matty Madonna, right? Caldwell, those four guys were put in there for hearsay. That was nuts.
Well, that's right. And you look at that, they were trying to get Bobby Manor out as well, weren't they? And he passed away a couple of days ago. I think he was 95.
Oh, really? I don't know. I've heard that name before, but I don't. He's from New York, correct?
That's right. Yeah, yeah.
All right, I've heard of that name. Who put him in jail?
I'm not too sure who put him in jail, but yeah, I mean, it's probably it would have been a rat, no doubt. But you've got I think you got as you mentioned, you got JTP's dad. You know, they've got Vicar Musso as well, who's you know. They're like any day now.
They won't even give him a compassionate release. That girl, what was her name? The one that Kitten had the crush on, Jackie Arena. Her dad or grandpa is like 95 or something. Like, come on, let this guy out. He's a 95-year-old dude. What do you think he's going to do? He's going to go home, live with his family, watch his grandkids play. He's not going to go do nothing bad.
Exactly. Well, the way I see it is, look. If you can let the Gemini twins out, you can let these guys out who are like 95 and could go at any moment. Well, I don't understand. They're no harm to society.
No threat to society whatsoever. They're grandpas, fathers. It's really sad. It's because they let murderers out all the time and all kinds of crazy stuff. But they won't let you out because this is political, right? These are political, especially when it comes to these so-called mob guys. Do you think the judge and the prosecutor that put Creer and Madonna and Caldwell and those guys away on all that hearsay bullshit wants to admit they were wrong, right? No, those people all moved up now, and they don't want that.
Well, they gave Tony Salerno. Obviously, he died in prison, but. What wasn't one of the charges was that they had him down, they pinned him as being the number one boss when he wasn't. And he got
I'm not too sure. I've heard of his name. I don't know who he is. I heard of his name, but I just don't
New
know
York guy.
in his story. Yeah. But yeah, they do that. And the government's weird, as I don't know. A lot of people will give the excuse, "Oh, the lady of justice wears the blindfold because sometimes the tails are tipped." Yeah, but come on, this is just throwing people away because it's a political witch hunt to advance their own careers by getting a so-called mafia guy, putting him in jail. The prosecutor becomes a judge. The judge becomes a friggin' governor or something. And they all know each other, just like in the Korea case, the Madonna case. Cybele and the prosecutor were at dinner dates together, knew each other.
Absolutely. And you kind of do you feel from the standpoint as well that they seem to go in harder, it seems like, especially if someone's allegedly got a high status within organized crime and they're an Italian American, whereas they don't seem to, for a lesser crime, that they will go in hard on them than maybe people in, that might be from a Mexican background or, from
or any background. You're right. Yeah. Or any white, yeah, you're right. They'll go harder on the Italian who is
because of the stigma.
Because of the stigma of organized crime than an English guy, right? Or a Spanish guy, or an Irish guy. If they can tag you with organized crime, because it helps their careers personally also. Like I said, it makes prosecutors become judges. They get famous. They get they get in the newspapers. They get seen on TV. Their names mentioned. It helps them all around, sadly.
And that's why there's a great big hate for the turncoat, Giuliani, because he was an Italian American, wasn't he?
Yes. I don't like Rudy Giuliani. Now, I will say he did good things for New York, cleaning up the subways and all that. Don't get me wrong, but I just don't like him because, yes, you're an Italian American. Your family, I think his family was involved in that years ago too. And for him to do that, most Italians. Yeah, most Italians like myself do not like him, especially from like my areas. We don't like Rudy for that reason.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, I was about to say, because I'm going to wrap the show up, Emory. I was going to say thank you for coming up.
I'm at work, but I'm just not doing that much. And I seen that you were live. I was watching for a little bit, and I said I got to jump on there and I went and bullshit with him for a little bit. And it's been a pleasure, James. I want to thank you for being a longtime friend and supporter of my channel. I really
absolutely. I'll just keep it going. As I say, I enjoy it. I enjoy popping over there. As I say, I'll go to religiously when I can. Is yours, Teen Doos and Tommy's, and I pop into a couple of others like Slim and to say hello and that. But
yeah, they're all good people. All those guys are good people.
Yeah,
and stuff for sure. I pop in there at times too. I don't watch that many channels because I work a lot, but when I can get in to see people, I at least come in around to say and pop in and say hi and let them know I still support them and stuff. But I thank you and everybody else, and I will share this also. I just got to when I get my phone, I'll share it. It's in the office. But
no, good stuff. Thank you, Emory. I appreciate it.
God bless you guys.
Thank you. God bless you, everyone in the chat.
Have fun in New York and have fun in Jersey and New York, man. I'm happy for you.
I will do. Thank you, sir.
Hope you do a stream when you come back to tell us about it.
Well, we'll be doing streams out there. Obviously,
I'm saying after you're done with it all and you come home to talk about
your absolutely. Yeah. 100%.
That's all right. I'll let you go, James. God bless you.
Cheers, everyone. Thank you. Cheers, Emory. Right, everyone. Thank you. It's been a pleasure. I've actually quite enjoyed this, even though it was kind of planned today and off the cuff. So I'm going to wish you all a lovely rest of the weekend. God bless you all and have a good time.